So we must leave the misery and congestion of England and go to where the air is pure and the landscape is tall and lustrous. God was probably very proud of Yorkshire when he'd finished it. But at a stroke his efforts have been made to look lumpen and amateurish by this. Jaguar's new XK. Some people have criticised it for looking too like an Aston Martin. Are they mad? That's like criticising a bloke for looking too like Brad Pitt. The fact of the matter is this. From just about every angle, this is an impossibly pretty car. You see it, you want it, and then you hear it. Cruising along, it's no noisier than a mountain, but when you put your foot down, its arse just goes volcanic. If you have one of these, you're going to spend half the day flooring it and half the day ogling it. Anyone got an easel? Just spend a couple of days painting that. Obviously we'll lose the rubbish background there, just concentrate on the car. This means, unfortunately, there won't be much time left over for driving it, and that's a pity. Just from looking at the dashboard, that this isn't going to feel like an old-fashioned Jaguar. All that dark, heavy 1930s sideboard wood has gone. And in its place you've got this modern, crisp, sort of espresso look. And that's what the XK feels like to drive. It feels nimble and quick and agile. Like a sports car. It feels delicate. It feels light. There's a very good reason for this. It is light. I have pets which weigh more. And because it's so light, it's fast. And it brakes well, and it steers well. Last time I had this much fun, some furniture got broken. Yes! So there we are. The convertible I've been driving is £64,000 and the hardtop coupe is £59,000, and you want one, don't you? And you're not bothered which. In fact, you're probably looking at your children now thinking, how much would I get if I sold them for medical experiments? But hang on a minute, because there's a problem, which is to be found, weirdly, in here. Jaguar is in the middle of a deep financial crisis. And it's owned by Ford, which is in the middle of an even deeper financial crisis. And in places, this shows. The aerial, for instance, looks like it came from a 1981 Ford Cortina. The 4.2-litre V8 engine is pretty much exactly the same as the 4.2-litre V8 engine you got in the old XK. And inside there's not a single gadget that's new and amazing. Further evidence that the XK was designed on a shoestring in a bit of a hurry comes when you push past 130 or so.
At very high speeds, you can feel the front of the car starting to lift, the steering going light. It's not the end of the world in here until you find out what's causing it.
Strangely, it's the game of golf.
Let me explain. You see, the sort of people who buy cars of this type are usually golfists, and they want a boot that's big enough for their bats. Now that is no problem in the XK. They fit like a dream. But to make the boot big enough, they had to fit a small rear window, because if they'd put a bigger one in, it would have taken up too much space when the roof was folded down. And that's fine, but then, riding into the equation comes the EU, who say that the centre rear brake light must be fitted within a certain height of the window, and because the window's so small, it has to be put on this tall rear spoiler, which pushes the back of the car down when you're going quickly and lifts the front up. So there you are, golf.
Of course, you could blame the EU for this, but the Germans have the same rules and they manage all right. And speaking of which, here they come. A Mercedes SL and a BMW 650. Neither of these cars lift when they go faster than 130. Neither has a Ford Cortina aerial. What's more, the Mercedes comes with its look at me party piece roof and a brand new engine. And then there's the BMW.
This doesn't have an engine. What it has instead is a nuclear bomb under the bonnet. In the Jag you get 300 horsepower. In this you get 367. And that makes a difference. Much faster than the Jag.
And not only is the BMW quicker than the Jaguar, it's noticeably cheaper